My name is Kiran Pookote. I'm Director of Strategy and Corporate Development for Discover Global Network.
I'm Jordan McKee. I'm the Director of the Fintech Research and Advisory Group within 451 Research, part of S&P Global.
Can you share a little insight into the work Discover Global Network is doing in the fintech space?
Yeah, so I think in the survey that Jordan helped us with, we found that the fintechs really want to partner. And I think what I can say is Discover Global Network wants to partner back as much as they want to partner with us. And so over the last 18 to 24 months, we've really stepped up our engagement with the fintechs and increased the number of partnerships. An example of that is we have a partnership with a company called Food, which is a fintech that's really expanding the access and the value of meal plans for university students across the US. I think another example of that is in the B2B space as well, where we partnered with a company called Finexio, who's optimizing AP payments for businesses. We've also had a lot of growth in fintech partnerships outside the US as well. So a company called Mystifly, which is based operates in the EU, helps improve airline payments for business in B2B cases. And so we're really stepping up our engagement with the fintech community, providing them the network services that help them really scale and grow their offerings to the consumers. I think the flip side of it that's also important to think about is Discover and Discover's card members. And there we want to make sure that our card members get to experience all these new and exciting experiences that the fintechs are putting together. So our teams work diligently with all the emerging fintechs to make sure that Discover is accepted and part of those experiences.
And so what are your predictions for the digital payment space in the year ahead?
Well, there's a lot going on. When I think about where our industry is headed, there's a few things that come to mind. One in particular is the move towards an as-a-service distribution model. What we're seeing are financial experiences increasingly becoming embedded in software applications, increasingly becoming embedded in the experiences that business and consumers are already engaging with. And so as fintechs think about where the industry is moving, they're increasingly looking to offer their infrastructure, their products on an as-a-service basis. So things like banking as a service, cards as a service, payments as a service, right? You name it, everything is being offered on an as-a-service basis at the moment. It's really changing the distribution model for our industry, and for users, it's providing them with much more value, right? Because financial experiences are becoming embedded in what they're already doing, rather than living alongside their daily lives, or if they're a business, their operations. So as a service and that trend towards embedded financial products is really top of mind. Maybe what I'll leave you with from here is one sort of shiny object for the industry, as well as one buzzword. So the shiny object, I would say, at the moment is Web3. As I walk around the conference hall, as I think about what's happening in the sessions, right? Everybody is talking about Web3, talking about the metaverse. There's a signal somewhere in there. There's a lot of noise to cut through. There's a lot of hype and conjecture, but it's clear that this is a real trend, right? And there are innovations that are going to be happening around it. What's important, I think, is to be skeptical, right? To look for the value, right? Look for the true innovation that's taking place. If I hear about a company that's buying land in the metaverse, I'm probably going to run away for now. But I'm very optimistic about where that could go in the future. The sort of buzzword that I'd leave you with is orchestration. We're hearing a ton about orchestration at the moment. Everybody is talking about orchestrating financial experiences. You're hearing it from vendors that are working with enterprises to orchestrate their payment stack, right? Allow them to connect into payment service providers, to connect into alternative payment methods. You're hearing it from banking as a service platforms that are talking about orchestrating partner banks for fintechs on the back end. You're hearing it from buy now, pay later providers that are orchestrating lenders on the back end of that experience. So orchestration, definitely a trend that the industry is uniting around. At the end of the day, it's middleware, but the value that it provides is increasing operational efficiency, streamlining access to different types of capabilities. So certainly a lot going on with orchestration as I think about the future.
Yeah, now if I would just jump in there, Jordan, I think totally agree with those trends that you kind of pointed out. Just starting with the end there, the orchestration, there's always been orchestration layers in payments, but this is kind of, now there's more and more different ways that you can pay, And so there's new forms of orchestration that are required. So I think it's exciting. We're looking at that. We're looking at all the other ones that you're saying, but I think in particular also embedded finance, because I think what that's doing, it's continuing the trend we saw of digitization of payments that typically didn't go through virtual card or card rails at all, but were cash or paper checks. And so embedded payments is further accelerating that trend, and it's one that we're really excited about.